Okay, let's take a look at this used Smith & Wesson 22A-1 that came into the store today. First things first, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag well, so that's a cleared weapon. All right, first up, you'll notice that it has a recessed crown, which is always nice, and it is a 5.5-inch bull barrel. It does have a full length of rail here for you to add optics of your choice. Also, you'll notice that this is a windage and elevation adjustable rear sight. And it is a fixed front sight. Now, from the factory, this comes black, but this guy painted it. But you could do the same thing. It's very easy, nail polish or sight paint. Moving down to the gun, you'll notice that this is a aluminum receiver. It does have a steel trigger, and this button up front, by the way, if you push this in and then lift off on the top end, that's how you break the gun down. The one interesting part about this target gun that kind of sets it apart from others is the mag release is right here in the middle of the front strap. So instead of it being off to the side where John Moses Brown had intended it to be, it's right there. Now, that's kind of cool because if you're a lefty, that means you can get to it without breaking master grip. So that's kind of nice. It has a traditional Browning style safety. Can only be engaged when the weapon is cocked. It's up for safe and down for fire. It has a very traditional slide stop. And the mags are 10-shot mags. They are steel mags. They do have a plastic follower and a plastic base pad. You can see the little Smith & Wesson emblem there. One nice feature about these mags are that they have this very nice rounded stud. And so you can hold that all day long. And that allows you to load those 10 rounds in real easy. So mags do drop free out of this gun. They are flush fitting and they eject out of there at a pretty good clip. So nothing really odd there. Really the most interesting part about this gun is the center position for the mag release and the breakdown. But outside of that, this is a really nice entry-level 22 target pistol. Used, you can have these guys for about $250 to $270 or so. Brand new, $330 to $350. They typically come in the Smith & Wesson hard case. They'll come with your paperwork. They come with 2 mags, although, like I said before, this is a used gun, so this one only has 1. But mags are really easy to come by. Holster is a little tricky on these guys. You don't see a lot of holsters for this. That's because this is not really a carry gun or a tactical gun. It's typically a gun for competition. Now, what I do like about this gun is the rail system. It is really, really nice. And the balance of this gun seems to be a little front heavy. So loaded though, it's not bad. But the ability to be able to put optics on easily is very nice. It's also really affordable. So this becomes a really nice entry-level target pistol. Oh, and one other feature about this gun that's kind of nice. So these are pretty traditional polymer grips right here on the right and left panels. But then they have these inserts on the front and the back straps here that are kind of tacky. They're very rubbery. They're grippy. I'll give you a closer look at the pistol here while we're talking. And it is just a nice, well-made, like every product that you get from Smith & Wesson. But it's a decent handgun for the money, particularly because it is a target gun. And, you know, it's not going to set you back very much. It's sub $350 almost anywhere you go. So for a target gun, I don't know that you can do much worse than that. Certainly you can get into big money when it comes to competition guns. So this is a decent way to go if you're looking to get into 22 target shooting. Alright, I thought we would do what we always do, which is put it through some tabletop tests here and see what this guy weighs. So 2 pounds, 2.4 ounces. That's not horrible. And that's probably okay. Now, I will tell you that my criticisms of this gun is that it is front heavy. All the weight's up here in this bull barrel. Now, with an optic and a loaded mag, you might balance that out a little bit, but I do find it a little front heavy. The other part of the ergonomic equation that I'm not crazy about is this is a very wide grip. Not only is it fat, but it's got a palm swell. I don't know if you guys can quite see that, but it has a palm swell that makes it very big. It feels clunky. Now the rubber inserts on the front and back strap, that helps, but I will tell you that a lot of my Boy Scouts and 4-H campers have trouble with this gun, whether they're left or right-handed, because it is, you know, it's big in the hand, and little-handed people have trouble with getting their full hands around this. So this might be better suited for a teenager. But that being said, again, the price is so nice on this and the quality is really high that this is a great entry-level competition pistol. So let's take a look at what kind of trigger it has on it. So almost 4 pounds. So let's cock it again and see. Oh, one other thing about this gun. It will not fire with the mag out. So it has a mag disconnect safety, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I understand its reasoning. I'm just not a huge fan. So 4 pounds, pretty consistent, within a few ounces of each other. One more time for S&G. Let's see if we can get it nice and consistent. Ooh, 5 pounds. So, it's got a little bit of play there. Let's see. One more time. That might have been me. 4 pounds. Just shy of 4 pounds. So fairly consistent trigger. I like that it doesn't have any creep. When it's cocked and ready, that's all the take up there is. And then it's just a break. So let's see if we can get it to reset here. That's it right there. That little tiny click. So it's very little travel to right there. So really short resetting trigger, pretty crisp. It does have quite a bit of take up. I don't know if you can see that, but that's when you start to feel it right there. So it, you know, it's not the very best trigger in the whole wide world, but right there. So that plays all you got. So it's not the very best, but it's not the worst either. And you can find some aftermarket grips and some aftermarket trigger. You can take it to your favorite smith and they can smooth that out even more. But again, for 330 bucks or so, 250 if you find it, you know, on the used market, it's a very solid choice for competition. Let's finish up like we always do with pros and cons. First, the pros. Well, it is an American company. Smith & Wesson has fantastic customer service. The warranty is excellent, and the price is great. At around $330 or so new, $250 used. Man, that's a great price for a target gun. Really is. For the cons, I'm going to go with, I'm not crazy about that grip. It's a little wide. And I noticed that most of my 4-H campers and most of my Boy Scouts have trouble with that wide grip. So it doesn't work well with small hands. And then the other thing I noticed is the barrel is a nice bull barrel, but it does put a lot of weight out front, which means that it's a little front heavy. So other than that though, it is a fantastic pistol for the money. So if you're looking for a very decent, great priced, well-made American target 22 pistol, the 22A-1 is the ticket. So check out smithandwesson.com for more information. And as always, if you like these type of videos, do me a huge favor and share me on social media. Tell your friends and family and hit that little red subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Give me a big thumbs up and as always, be safe and be good.